Welcome back, everybody, to our very special Koger Center for the Arts show takeover here on Soda City Living. We talked about all of the performances coming this year, and now we get to talk about some of the art galleries that you guys have.
Yes, we have 3 rotating galleries. Of course, there's the permanent collection, so anytime you come in, there's the permanent art. But we've got our gallery on the 2nd floor, the Nook Gallery, which we co-produce with Jasper Project, and the Soul House Gallery, which is our newest on the 3rd floor, curated by Preach Jacobs.
That is so exciting. Well, let's take a look at what some of those artists have got to say.
I am Kelly Pettibone, and my work is on exhibit here at the Koger Center. The body of work primarily began as grief therapy. I turned to my studio as sanctuary during a time when I was grieving, and I had lost inspiration to make art. My work has become a documentary or a documentation of my journey. The work that is here behind me is about putting those pieces back together. So to have my work in this space and in my local community is just an honor and a privilege. There is something to be said for seeing artwork in the flesh. There are certain facets with art and seeing it hanging on the wall and seeing it in conversation with one another. So I would encourage anyone to just walk amongst a body of art and see art hanging in a gallery for the pure experience of it.
My name is Emily Moffett, and I'm the gallery curator at the Koger Center for the Arts, and I'm currently standing in the Nook Gallery, which is a rotating gallery space that we started in through a partnership with the Jasper Project. One of their goals is to amplify artistic voices around Columbia, and we had this underused wall space. We figured that this would be a perfect opportunity to expand the gallery repertoire and include the Koger Center, as the Koger Center has been making valiant efforts to be more than just a performing arts center. I think what's so special about this area is, one, the frequency at which we rotate it out. We change the artist every month, and each artist always gets an opening reception. We're starting to really see people come out to the Koger Center for visual arts, which is crazy to think about because, you know, everyone thinks of us as the Broadway hub of Columbia in South Carolina, but we're more than that, and it's really exciting to see just how, you know, supportive artists are of each other in Columbia. One of the best things about having these gallery spaces is that not only is it giving exposure to these artists, but it's helping put money back in their pocket. It's so great to be able to have a check to write out for an artist at the end of the month and saying someone wants to buy your art, someone loved your art, and it's always just super rewarding to see that. So if you want to be a part of that, come on over to the Koger Center.
I am Preach Jacobs, and I am the owner of Soul House Art Gallery here in Koger Center for the Arts. Soul House was a gallery space that I was running for a couple of years on Lincoln Street in the heart of the Vista, and we had amazing programming there where we focused on elevating and amplifying minority artists, artists in South Carolina, artists that were doing amazing things, sort of like Sanford Green, who has some amazing work, who is from Columbia, and to be able to have his work here locally, I know that means a lot to him. We needed there to be a collaboration of things that move. So Koger Center is a place where you go for amazing events, amazing shows, and to figure out a way to tie in artwork with those other things. Art isn't just something that's on a canvas. It's not something that's just an illustration. Buying art isn't transactional. Art is something that is an emotional relationship. And you get the same feeling if you come to Hamilton here at Koger Center, or come to an event where it's not just buying a ticket for a show, you're buying an experience. So to see these works on the wall, it does so much for the self-esteem of artists to say, hey, you belong here. Koger Center has been here since I was a little child. And I think that the experience of coming into the Koger Center it's an institution. And I think that when you collaborate with artists, whether they're well-established or whether they're new artists or whether they're people that we have to have the responsibility as curators of art to find the art. For Koger Center to understand their importance in the community as an institution and to have innovative ideas to bring artwork in here, because it's not just us, right? It's different levels of artwork, and to see these institutions say, hey, we want to be involved in the community, I think that's what's important. Anytime we have a way to allow the creatives in the community to feel like they belong, I think that's always a great thing.
So much great visual art right there at the Koger Center.
Yes, we've enjoyed hosting all of these amazing visual artists that are right here in South Carolina and the Columbia area.
And coming up after the break, guys, if you are familiar with the Nashville music scene, you're going to be really excited to hear what we've got coming up right after this, so stay tuned.